All right, so we are in the Nahe, which is in Germany, with Das Bronze, which is just like the bronze in German, which makes sense because it's a Ramato wine. Ramato is when it's like a gray grape, Pinot Grigio, what's the other ones? Like Grenache Gris, etc. They have more of a like bronzy, pinky, whatever, salmony, whatever you want to call it, color than a white grape would produce for an orange wine. So this one had about 6 weeks on the skins. It's from the team of Weingut Edelberg. There we go. So it's 2 younger guys making them out there with about 21 hectares, which is a bit larger, I would say, for some of these producers, but this is very small production for them. I think it's the only orange wine they make. So the way that they make it is it comes from a very steep, and you can picture in Germany too, specifically like all the very steep, very difficult to reach, actually I guess really everywhere, but vines, so they have to go do it by hand. And it, like I said, they use a whole bunch. So again, like the stems are going to give it a bit of like a tannin, probably in this case, since it sits on the skins as well. But like, a little bit more depth generally. So then it's definitely unfined and filtered. I think you can tell that by looking at it, with a little bit of SO2 added at bottling. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire recipe for this thing. So I won't get too ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, but I can already say it. This one does not seem like the typical Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris Ramato wines that I am used to seeing. And I believe that is because most of the time when we see them, they are from warmer-ish climates. This is my guess. I don't actually know if that's the case. Like northern Italy is not that warm in Slovenia. Well, not so much Slovenia, but northern Italy, they'll do that. But anyways, because the extraction, 6 weeks is a decent amount of time on skins, but the extraction is not as much as I would expect from 6 weeks. So my guess is that the grapes are probably not as ripe or just not getting as much sugar as Pinot Gris that we might see in other areas. Total hypothesis. I will ask them someday if I go see them. So what that's doing to it, back to the wine, is it's making it a much fresher, less heavy Ramato. So I really like that. That is very different from what I'm used to seeing, like, in Oregon and California. There's some stunning Ramatos that they do there, but this is a total departure from that. So it's kind of like grapefruity. Like normally it goes towards, like heavier oranges, but I would say like it's got a lot of like, I don't know if I want to say like pithiness, or if there's something to it that's just like very like astringent in a good way. So that's what I'm getting at the top. Then down here, it's calming down at the bottom. It's like a little bit honeyed, but just a little, not that much. There are different types of oranges down there. Like we've gone away from the grapefruit. Now we're more in like, not blood orange, but whatever, just a regular orange is, honestly. Whatever one you're using when you're making orange juice. That's what I'm getting there. And then it does have like certainly this like minerality to it. I would say those are the main things. There's certainly other stuff in there that you're going to get, but I'm going to leave it there and see what we have on the palate. Wow, crisp, fresh, and like packs a punch right at the end. I'm going to keep sticking with this grapefruit thing, which I'm not used to seeing this, but like I feel like right at the end, it tastes like? It tastes like grapefruit LaCroix or grapefruit whatever, like those seltzers. It's not carbonated or anything, but like, how they do their like pamplemousse version of it. Like that's what the end of this wine feels like to me. And it's very fresh. So that's the end. So I got to go back to the beginning to remember what I got there first. All right. So I'm going to guess they didn't have any leaf contact with it as well, because like this is like acid. It's just like crisp and lively and like not round at all, like lean, just total departure from what you expect from like a Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris Ramato. I'm really digging it. It's like very different. And so it will make like, you know, what I was expecting to say I would pair with this, like I gotta throw all those out the window because they are not at all what I would normally put with it. So, because it's very acidic. Like we're having roast chicken. I know Nick wants to drink this tonight with our friends. We're having roast chicken tonight. Obviously, like so many things can go with roast chicken, but like how much acid this is packing with it, and like the grapefruit and like the just general citrus in it could be very good. Though I would like to see it with something that has like oranges in it. I really don't know what people do with not pomegranate. I don't know what people do with grapefruit. I just don't really like them. I don't mind them in like drinks, but like I don't like eating them, and I don't know what people do with them when they cook. But if there is something and you know that, do that, because always pair things that taste the same together, especially when it comes to wine. Like that is what you're meant to do, even though it can be a little bit counterintuitive. But yeah, so it's like very acidic and it's very like sharp is what I would say. So it's not, I don't know what the residual sugar is, but I'm guessing it's incredibly low. So don't try and put it with like spicy food, even though it's like lean, the acidity is not really going to work there, but you could put it with Asian food, just no spice. Roasted chicken, literally just anything that has a lot of acid in it. Like if you're going to do some sort of nice sauce on top of a meat, or you're going to do like a risotto, but it's going to have like lemon mushroom risotto or something like that. Actually, that sounds delicious. Maybe I would do that. I don't know. But yeah, this is a very unique Ramato. So if you've had many or not, I would recommend trying one or the other to just see them against each other, because I've never seen a Ramato like this, and it's lovely and it's very unique. So, oh, and it's a liter. I didn't even mention that. It's like perfect to share with friends. So, and honestly, like the color is a little scary, but the flavor profile is not going to scare off anyone. Like if someone likes white wine, they're going to like this. It doesn't have a ton of tannin or anything like that. So, all right, at this point we're rambling. So I hope you enjoy your liter of bronze wine. Have fun.